Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we are starting the Learn to Make Big Room series. So, without further ado, I have a track here. It's not done. I still plan to change a couple things. Some of the melody could maybe be switched up a little bit, and it's not been mixed yet, so it is pretty freaking loud most of the time. But I'm going to go ahead and play it for you, and this is going to be along the lines of what we're looking at making. So, yes. So we're going to be able to make some stuff like that. This is a particular style, very, very melodic. Big Room is a subgenre of electro house. And so sometimes you'll see a lot heavier electro house influence than Big Room. But Big Room's got those big plugs, got these big leads, oftentimes has a lot of chords going on. We're going to be looking at various styles and how to emulate those, looking at drops, melodies, sound design, the whole shebang. What I expect you to know coming into this is just have gone through like my basic courses, stuff like sound and synth basics. If I say like, you know, at 63 hertz, we're going to be doing this, I expect you to have like some sort of a relationship with what that means. And also like sound synth basics, you know, what's an LFO, things like that, stereo. And also I have a series, Principles of Mixing series that we'll also dive into. So this is unmixed right now, which I think it actually sounds pretty darn cool for an unmixed thing. But things that will come out in the mixing process will be like this stuff right here. It's going to be uber louder than it is currently. This is going to be like basically the same volume, however, as this thing, because this has got to be like enormous too. So we'll also look at layers, making layers that work well together, making things that morph and change. Because one thing that's very common is, you know, it starts out as sort of a pluck and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until bang, you hit. And then we also have these fills. We'll be looking at fills, making these snare sounds. They're called Brada snares, and they are pretty easy to make. I actually already have a video on it, so I may just put that in the playlist. Drum fills, editing drum fills, making interesting ones. Another thing we'll be looking at is impact sounds. So here on impact sounds and risers, I really prefer to have things already, like either use samples or make them in a separate session. I don't oftentimes make them while I'm working. It just depends on what I'm doing. And also, you see, I'm layering these guys as well. But like, for example, we're going to be looking at how to make some impact sounds. And we will also be taking a look at making some interesting dynamic risers, because those are pretty important to the genre. If you don't have a bunch of awesome samples already, then you're going to need to learn how to make them. So we'll be taking a look at how to do that. And also just creating overall just interesting, you know, drums, the whole shebang. We're just going to be going over, you know, how to make a track. Near the end, we'll also be doing a track from scratch, maybe two. And that's just, we're going to have a blank slate and we're going to just go at it, make the whole freaking thing. So that's what we're going for. If you have any questions, let me know. Support me on Patreon, subscribe, and have a blessed day.